everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. Hey, hey. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Natasha, Lucia, Amanda. Let's do some readings. I'm just sharing out just a minute. Give me just a moment. Pray. Hope everybody's doing good. It's Tuesday. I know I haven't been live much. Been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of astral traveling. My sleep is all messed up, but I'm good now. That astral traveling can be addictive. Please share me out if you appreciate my message and appreciate my work. And then I'll pull some cards. Let's pray. Just stop there. Archangels to please step forward. Help me put a protection of white golden light around me and my circle and anyone that enters it, whether they're on the live now or join later. I ask Uriel, the element of earth, to the north. Michael, the element of fire, to the south. Gabriel, the element of water, to the west. And Raphael, the element of air, to the east. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the power and the kingdom and glory forever and ever. Amen. I'd like to ask God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters, Kuan Yin and Mr. Buddha, to please step forward and help me deliver messages of light and love. I ask that all messages be for the greatest and highest good, and no lower level energies enter our space. Michael, if any spirit would like to step through, they may do so, as long as they come with good intent. They leave the same way they came, and they leave no physical elements on my body, and they're connecting with someone that is currently on the line. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. And so it is. I think clearly, I see clearly, I speak clearly. Hey, hey, hey. I love the sound of the horses. Love the sound of the horses. All right. It's been crazy times, huh? We've got crazy shit going on everywhere. That's okay. We're all standing tall. We're standing in our energy. We know that we control this. Nobody controls it for us, right? We know that we control this shit. Ain't nobody controlling this for us. I got the wheel. I'm going to be scheduling a game night. Remember, game night is, for those of you that haven't been on my live on the game night, what it is, I'll show you actually. I'm so excited. So, it's different categories, and you'll land on a category. I'll ask a question, and like this is universal law. So I'll ask a question, the first person to answer it will get a free card, and then you see how it has a 1 right here? That means that I'll ask another question. So this is like the gambling part of it. So you can say, you can accept it or pass it, because I'll ask another question, you'll get another card. But if you get it wrong, you lose the card you won. And some of these have multiple cards. You can end up getting a whole reading just by getting the question. I'm so excited to use this. And I have many different little things. I'm going to also be doing the angels, the archangels. That's going to be fun. So I'm just squaring away the time frame, because I have been obligated to something else. That's why y'all haven't seen me live as much. But I am working on that schedule. So keep an eye on it. It's either going to be Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it's fun. The categories are going to be universal law, crystals, angels and spirits. What's the other thing? Zodiac or moon. Spiritual hygiene. So that's going to be some really good information, and it's a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. All right. So I'm excited. So let's get started. Go ahead and if you do purchase a reading, you do need to say something so my team will know and they can let me know. Yes. Let's go ahead and do emojis. And I think I'm going to do messages from spirit guides. I think we all need that a little bit. Right? Especially now. All right. Give me an emoji. And I'm just going to go to who I'm drawn. Any stars? Any stars given will go to DJ's Driving Fund, because we're getting him all situated. He's about to be 16, so if you donate stars, that's where that's going.
There is more to this life. Keep my heart open, try to just survive. Well, these days will get better, now somehow I know. But I gotta stay strong, gotta go with the flow. With the waves of the ocean, all bound to crash. Swim with the tides, take your time, make it last.
I lost it.
Won't be like this forever, said there's bad and there's good. Must do our best every test, yes we should. Must carry the weight, believe me there's more. We must help the others on the swim to the shore.
All right.
And I don't know too much, and I ain't trying to tell you what to do.
Oh, I love you too. Who is that?
But if there's one thing in life I have learned, and I know
I really have missed connecting with you guys all the time. So you will see me a lot more here and on TikTok. Let's see. Okay, Lucia, you purchased a reading. Which one did you do, A or B?
Now I am perfect, I get angry and I raise my voice.
A or B?
And I make a bad choice. Acknowledgement is key, we must do it without shame.
Yes, DJ is feeling better. He's able to walk on it. He just kind of stepped wrong as he was doing his football thing. It was so big, I was really concerned. I was like, if it's that big in the morning after everything we're doing to emergency room. But I think, you know, with what we did and all the love and energy and healing everybody said, it was good. He was still really hurting on Easter. Today he's better than he has been. All right, Lucy, I'll get you in just a minute. All right, Natasha, we're on to you, Natasha. And I will do a group reading tonight, okay? So stick around. If you don't get a card, you will get a message. Everybody will get a message. So don't leave. Okay? Natasha, death. Now, don't let this freak you out. That word death, everybody freaks out. But it's more about a relationship that you have that has been kind of toxic. That it's time for that relationship to die. I feel that it's with somebody and that it's just very, very toxic for you. And you've been trying and trying and trying to make it work. But remember that only 2 people have to make it work towards something to make it work, okay? One person just can't do all the work. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? Hey, Danielle. It's so nice to see you, my friend. Does that resonate? This is your guardian angel, so that means call upon your guardian angels, okay? They can help you. All right, Lucia. Let me do you. Thank you for purchasing the reading. Are you there, my love? Natasha? You guys gotta miss my music. I have a toxic friend I've been avoiding. Okay. You've got to. It's not about avoiding. Okay? Let me tell you something. When we avoid something, that means we're not dealing with it. And that means it's not going to go away. It's going to be over here just kind of picking. Okay? It's that boundary. You put up that boundary and you just say no more. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't do this anymore. That way you can detach from it, because if you don't, that avoiding is not going to get you anywhere, okay? Just giving you, the truth there, my love. I know it's easier that way so you don't have issues, but you're going to have inner issues. And you don't want to have inner issues. Especially if it's because of the behavior of someone else. Hey Lisa, thank you for the hearts and the cares. That helps so much. You guys don't realize how much that helps me. I really, really appreciate it. Here comes the sun.
Between the love that we live and the one that we pray for.
I've tried to keep her away. I blocked her on Facebook and Messenger. Okay. Do what you need to do, my love. But that relationship is over. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it.
I almost lost hope, but I didn't. Had to learn things the hard way to cope with the mission. Sometimes it seems so far away, and the vision that I followed didn't play out how I saw it. But the message and the lesson manifested in the knowledge that my love is the power that grew.
Okay, let's see what you got going on. Ooh, and they want you to have an extra
But it's
one.
gonna take some work. If you're willing and available, there's things that we could learn between what comes naturally and what you gotta work for. Beneath all of that lies the beauty that you live for. Believe in the treasures that we all seem to dig for. Deep ninja health, Buddha, you were made to transform.
All right, good.
Go on with your bad self.
All right.
Put your back into it. Go on with
Lucia.
your higher self. Sweat and blood, prove it. If you want it,
Lucia, spirituality.
this magic, wrap it up in the
Spirituality.
package. Give it back to the masses.
What do we got going on? You're in and out of it. You're not being consistent with your spirituality work. Yes, it's a beautiful bird. The butterfly dragons. But Danielle got me. You know, we have to make a commitment to our spiritual journey and to our growth. Okay, we have to make that commitment. It's not like other things where we can half-ass do it. We just can't, because every time we do, we pull ourselves back a little bit. It kind of makes us digress a little bit, right? So Spirit's wanting you to stay more focused on what you're, you know, how you're growing and the things that you need to work on and grow. So that way you can overcome it instead of keep going back and forth. Okay? That makes sense to you? Put this in. I got my angel, 7 archangel resin. It smells good. You're also not reaching out. You're not reaching out in times of desperation and times of pain. You're not reaching out. And I'm getting that means because you're really unsure of who to do that with. But find your tribe. Okay? There's tribes. That's why. That's a whole reason why, you know, I have those groups and that VIP thing, because then you can get part of a tribe. There's different tribes, right? When you need support or when you need something, you have to reach out. People can't read your mind, and it's not fair for you to expect them to know when you need them. Okay? Same thing with the angels and whatever higher power you believe in. If you're not reaching out, they cannot assist you. That's against the rules. Right? They can't step in. So connect back to your faith. Quit paying attention to what's going on in the world. Stay connected to your faith. How's the music? Is it too loud? You've got to get back into your faith.
Let me smudge you off so the vision can get clearer.
And this is connected to your spirituality card, right? Because if we're not doing our work here, we're going to be lacking here. These are going to go hand in hand. You can change that.
A young tree bearing fruit.
Except by stepping into faith. And then, you know, make a commitment to do something every single day to go towards your path. You know? Our path is what we make it. Right? We're the actors. This is our movie. We're the star. So how do you want your life movie to be played? And, you know, we create it. We can't control what's outside of our creation. We can only focus on our creation. And you need to accept that some people are not going to
covered in the blood and tears of another brother, sister, mother. Revolution being broadcast on Facebook and Twitter. There's a noise. I can hear it when the megaphone roars. Wipe the tears from this tear gas choice.
But we have to accept that, you know, some things are this, but they're not this anymore. You know, no matter what is back there, that is not who we are anymore. In fact, it's not even real. Okay, it's a done deal. We get stuck connected to things because we're not dealing with the feelings that are connected to the things. So that's how you heal. You deal with the things that are connected to the memories and deal with those feelings. And once you deal with those feelings, you can get over what has happened. Okay? And then pleasure. And this is your divine goddess. Pleasure. You gotta have fun with life. You gotta have fun. If we're not having fun, what are we doing? Yes, we need to be diligent and we need to work towards where we need to go, but we also need to live in the now. We need to experience life as it is right this very moment, because it's going to pass. And we can't get so caught up back there, and we can't get so caught up front, and we can't get caught up at what's going on around. We have to stay focused on what's right there in front of us. And then patience. This is the extra card they wanted you to have. Patience. Nothing comes fast and easy. I wish it did. It would make things a lot easier, wouldn't it? But it's not. And you don't ask for patience, because if you ask for patience, then all kinds of stuff's going to come your way. But patience can come just by slowing down, listening. Listening is one of the best way to develop patience. Is instead of waiting to speak, just be quiet and listen. Okay? Patience. You need to work on that. You need to also allow yourself to have some pleasure. Okay? You have to accept the things in the past and deal with them so we can let them go. Get back into your faith. Okay? And then let's get back on this. Let's get back working on our path. Let's quit pulling away. When things get hard, that's kind of when we start pulling away. Or we allow something in our life to interrupt it. No, don't do that. Stay focused. Stay focused on where you are and where you want to go. That's the only way you're going to get there. You're not going to get there any other way. You know? So you have to stay focused. Hey, Martha. I don't know. Love it. So spot on. I'm throwing myself in my new business. That's great, but don't get so caught up in doing work that you don't forget you. You got to make that commitment to yourself. Let me, okay. When we're in a relationship, right? And let's say our partner says they're going to take us out Friday night to dinner and a movie, but then they don't show up. Well, that kind of bothers us, right? It kind of devastates it. You know, it's like, God, you could at least called or something. And you find out that it's just because you didn't want to get out of the house. So it's not even for a good reason. And he keeps doing it over and over and over. How is that relationship with that partner? Now, let's shift that to ourselves. If we're doing that to ourselves, we're making these commitments, but we're not following through. How is our relationship with ourselves? Ooh, thank you, Susan. Yay. All for DJ, too. So do you see what I'm saying? Because we're building a relationship with ourselves. That's the whole part of the spiritual journey, is to learn that you're building a relationship with yourself and that you are literally connected to everything and on and on and on. But the starting point is to make that commitment to yourself. And if we're letting ourselves down, then we're not building a good foundation. There's no reason. You cannot tell me, you cannot give me a reason that you cannot take 10 or 15 minutes out of your day to do your spiritual hygiene, to take 5 or 10 minutes to jot something down in your journal. You can't tell me that. You can tell yourself that, you know, but you can't tell me that, because there's enough minutes in the day that you can give yourself and make that commitment to yourself to do that. And then that brings about balance, and it brings everything together that you're trying to work for. That's been the hardest part, learning myself. Now I'm doing it. Good. All right. That is your reading. I'm glad it resonated with you. Don't forget, guys, next Tuesday, me and Jessica are going live together. It's going to be an amazing. You're welcome, my love, my pleasure. We're going to be going live, and it's going to be freaking awesome. You're going to get 7 cards apiece, and hey, Lisa, and we're going to what are we doing? We're doing 7 cards apiece, intuitive reading. We're going to do a clearing, and we're going to cut, we're going to burn cords, and she's sending you a little crystal treat, something, a little crystal bag with something in it as a gift. Is it too loud? Is that better? Yeah, Martha's on the list. Oh, he is better. He is feeling better. Thank you, Tiffany. You cannot take advice from other readers. Yes. You know, that's one of the best things. Sit around, and when the live is going on, you'd be surprised at how much resonates with you. Okay, let's see if it's better on the next song. Let me know, Renee. Let me know. And I haven't forgot. I'm sending you that tonight. Okay. Is that better, or is that still too loud? Knocked it off. It's going to be hot to pick up. You know, that's one thing about working in the restaurants. As long as I did, I could do anything. Turn it just a second. In the restaurants, I think I burnt my fingertips, because I can touch hot stuff. Anyway, it's better. He can walk on it. It got better, and I really feel that, you know, a few people sent him some Reiki, because he really healed pretty fast from that. But he's a lot better. bless his heart, he's never called into his job. He's almost been there a year, and he's never called in, and he didn't want to call in. I was like, oh, honey, you can't walk that. You can't walk around all day. No. Mama is stepping in. All right, let's do another free card, and if anybody purchased something, please let me know. He was playing football. He wants to play football. I'm like, no, because I know him. He's like me. He's very clumsy. You know, I was good at basketball when I was a kid, but man, I had a lot of injuries. He just ran and stepped wrong. That's all. All right. Renee, how's it this now? Yeah, tennis. And I'm also doing a Read It Forward, so you can purchase a Read It Forward. It's $15. I give you 2 cards, and you can pick somebody in the crowd to give a card to. Susan, what do we got for the spirit guides for you? It's Susan. Hey, Dave. Exhaustion. Divine helpers. Exhaustion. Are we a little overworked there, Susan? Are we doing a little too much? What are we doing to keep our chakras balanced? That's what I feel with you. I feel chakra. A little clog going on with chakra. I know it's easy to get so busy, trust me. And it's hard to keep that balance. I know. But you've got to keep that balance. You've got to take care of yourself. Are you getting headaches? Susan, are you getting headaches? My hair's wet. I like to play with my hair when it's wet. It's the only time I can run my fingers through it. It's so curly and just... Susan, yes, I'm tired a lot. Okay. Well, of course, we all know that water is important and food's important. I hear, I get headaches, yeah. So, that's what I was feeling in my head. I want you to try to start drinking some, what's it called? Alkaline water. But do you know about drinking the apple cider with the squeeze of lemon or lime and a splash of water? It's got to be that nature, what's it called? I'll take a picture of it. But that will help with your headaches. Do that first thing in the morning. Okay? And then do alkaline water. Try to do just one of these a day. Don't do too much alkaline, but do one. And then that'll help with the headaches. The alkaline and then the apple cider with lime. Okay? I'll take a picture and put it in the VIP group. Guys, it's only $4.99 to be a VIP. You get daily cards. I mean, I've got a monthly giveaway. Only less than a cup of coffee. And if you join between now and April 30th, I'll give you a free card as well. Okay? You just join and message me, and I will give you a free card. Oh, okay. Let me, Danielle got one. Okay. I'll take a picture of that, though. And you have to put that line in there. Don't try to do it without the lime. Or I do lime. You can do lemon, but man, if you try to do it without it, you'll gag to death. That shit's nasty. It really is. But it helps your head, and it helps the third eye. It helps, if you do it first thing in the morning, it helps with your organs, get them kicking up and going. I'm sure she... You're welcome, my love. All right, Danielle. And I broke out this spirit box, so this weekend I will do a live with the spirit box again, and we're just gonna pull up whoever's around and play with that. So we got some fun stuff. We've got our game night coming back. We got game night, and then we got this box, and I've got I'm going to set it up to where you guys can see, let the spirits move the vibrations on a motion detector thing I have. Alright, Danielle, my love, let's see what we got going on with you. Solitude, higher self. Solitude, higher self. What do we have here? You're not making best with the time that you have, my dear. You could do more productive. You could be more productive with the time that you have on your hands for yourself. Not just work or family, but on yourself. Like I was saying earlier, how important that it is that you know, we take that time out and build that relationship with ourselves. You've got to do that too, and we're not doing that like we should. Letting go. Letting go of fear and doubt. Fear and doubt. That's a big thing in you. Uncertainty. When we realize and truly accept. Oh, thank you, Lisa. When all the stars go to DJ, so I really, really appreciate it. When we sit there and we really realize that that we're in control, but we're not in control of other things. And the other things we have to just let be and let flow and worry about our own, what we can control. And when we really start doing this, a rhythm starts happening. That's how your vibration can start to flow with the river. Because if you don't, then you're constantly pushing against the water. You can't win that. There's no way to win that. The water is more. You can't conquer the water. You can only conquer what's inside. You can't conquer what's on the outside. That is a journey for people or things or whatever it may be. But to sit around and worry, that's what I feel like is happening. There's a lot of worry going on. You've got to have more faith. Okay? You've taken this step, so you must have faith in yourself in this step. Sacrifice. Take that word out of your vocabulary. You're not sacrificing. You're building. And some things you can do without while you're building. You can have those later. But let's take the word out for sacrifice, because sacrifice is not, it's a very negative, it pulls very negative, it's one of those trip words. You know, I tell you guys all the time, there's a lot of trip words. And sacrifice is one, because it makes, when we have that mentality, then we feel below, because we're having to do without, right? So we are feeling below. And, you know, we're not below, we're above. We might have to do without things, but doing without things is not the same as sacrifice. And we never should have to sacrifice for it. Ooh, you got the big heads. So, Mr. Fear, doubt, and distrust. Fear, doubt, and distrust. You got to get these babies under control. You just stay committed. And when those fears or doubts or distrust comes up, you shake that. And you ask, why am I feeling that? Why am I feeling that? What is making me feel that? And look at what just happened around you. And you might find that, you know, it's a trigger. It's going to be a trigger. In which will tell you what you can, you know, you'll be able to conquer that, because you want to see it, then you can conquer it. Once you're aware of it, then you can do something about it. And then memory. Memory. I feel like there's heavy regret on you, but don't. You gotta follow through with something. You can't start something and then get scared and then you withdraw. That's not what we do. We start it, we follow through. Even if it's not right, we will figure that out as we go, but we have to be committed. And when we're committed and we open up those doors for that, and we stay focused on, you know, what would it feel like to be where we want to be? What does that feel like? And you can find those feelings in little things. As long as we stay in a place of gratitude and then it just flows. The manifestations can start to flow. Okay? But we're going to have to get these guys under control, because they're going to take precedence over what it is that you're wanting to do. Okay? Don't think of it as you're sacrificing. Take that word away. Okay? We're not sacrificing. We may do without, but we're not sacrificing. Okay? And then letting go. Let go of the, spirits tell me to tell you to let go of the, come on, that rush. Let's go. Let go of that. Okay? And then solitude. You know, spend some time alone with your higher self. Take advantage of, you know, time and spend it wisely. I hope that that resonated. I love burning that is it mugwort? Mullein. Pouring in some mullein. Mullein and mugwort. It's mixed. It smells good if you do it with frankincense. I'm trying to find the beauty in. Yes, we got to. That's what brings about things, you know. Okay, what is? I'm going to share something with you guys, okay? If you had, well, first let me make sure that I'm good with Danielle. Danielle, I want to share something important with you guys. Thank you for the hearts and likes. That helps me so much. Danielle, are you still here, my love? There you are. Okay, did it resonate? Sitting on it. Okay. I love you. Danielle's a great soul. I'm going to meet her one day. She lives in Houston. I live in Fort Worth. We're about 3 or 4 hours away from each other. One day we're going to meet. Okay. So, tell me, if you had the money, okay? We're going to do something here. If you had the money that you need for everything to solve all your problems, what would that make you feel like? What would that feel like? What are some things that you would gain from being able to be at that amount? And open up to the Holy Ghost and don't worry. What would that feel like? Very happy. It would be. Hey Edna, what would that feel like? It would feel like okay. It would feel freedom, right? Safety, right? You'd feel safe. Feel okay, just okay. You would feel happy, right? Because that worry that is off your back. Content, peaceful. You see what I'm getting at? All the feelings that you would feel if you had that. Alright. So, if we were to take those words, yeah, less worry, less stress, yeah. So let's take that. What does it feel like to be less stressed? What does it feel like to feel safe? And look around your life, and I promise you, there's a place. I don't know what, it's going to be different for everybody, but there is a place that you can find that and feel that. Content. When I'm with my grandchildren and my kids, I feel happy and content. Right? When you're with your animals, those of you that have animals, my point is figure out how something, whatever it is that you want. I'm just using money as an example. But whatever it is that you want, that you really want to manifest, what I want you to do is break it down and how would that make you feel? Write it down. How would that make you feel? And then I want you to start doing the things that are in your life right now that can help you feel that. So spending time with my kids and my grandkids, if I do more of that, I'm going to feel more of the contentment. I'm going to feel more happiness, right? I'm going to feel peaceful. And as you do that and you do whatever it is for you, some of you it's art, some of you it's reading, some of you it's writing, some of you, it's crafting, whatever it is, the more you do that and you bring that feeling in, the easier it is for that manifestation to come in because you're on that vibration That's how you bring in manifestation. You have to feel it, know what it feels like, and feel it and experience it. And stand in faith that it's coming. Whatever is meant for you is already there. You already have it. You're just in your own way. You have to get out of your way. And the only way to get out of your way is to stay present and stay in a higher vibration of emotions. Yeah, I haven't been on here in a while, bitches. I'm back though. Does that make sense? It's in that good vibration that things can flow to you because you're going with the flow. But if you sit there and you think about money, and I'm just using money as an example, we're thinking about money and then we allow, oh my God, I don't have enough. I ain't going to be able to pay this. I ain't going to be able to do that. I ain't going to be able to do that. What vibration are you in? So what are you going to draw to yourself? More of that. More situations. More hard times. More bills. More this. More that. Because you're in that vibration and you're telling the universe what it is that you want. The universe isn't your mama and going to give you what you need to make you feel better. It's not how it works. It gives you what you put out. What do you mean, what about your higher self? When you're in that vibration, you're connected to your higher self. When you're in a positive and elated type of feeling, that's surreal, you're directly connected to your higher self. People say, I can't get connected to my higher self. Yes, you can. It's very easy. But you have to be committed. You have to be committed. Yes, law of attraction, but just basically law of the universe. You know, you just have to. You have to get to the point where you make the decision that I'm in control and I'm going to take control. Period. Not sit there and keep pissing and moaning because things are going bad. No. I'm going to control this and I'm going to change this. I'm going to feel this way and I'm going to have this. And stand in that and have faith in that. Without that, yes, then you're doing the same shit you've always done. And that's why the same things happen. Just in a different person or a different situation. You know? So many people are worried about, are we going to go to war? Are we going to do this? Is this going to happen or this is going to happen? You know, if that was to happen, you know what you're doing? You're wasting your last moments worrying. What the hell? Just live life. What's going to happen is going to happen. That's outside of our control. You know? Stay focused on what you can control. I promise you, honey, I may not have everything that I want at this very moment, but some of you have, if you followed me for a long time, you know, things come. You know, I lost the house that me and my husband had. Me and DJ pulled into a little bitty, you know, slept on the floor. DJ's bedroom was a dining room. My bedroom was a living room. And now we have our own place. Things take time, and you have to be in gratitude. you know, of where you are. You can't sit there and go, well, fuck, man, I'm in this, you know, I'm in this again, da da da. You know, I don't have a bunch of furniture or anything like that. But you know what? I didn't even have a kitchen table, and somebody, you know, came up and said, hey, you know, I have a kitchen table. Would you like it? It's small, but it works for me in DJ. You know what I mean? So things start flowing to you. Things flow to you because you're in that vibration. If there's one thing that you learn from me, I hope it's about raising your vibration. Because that's the best gift you can give yourself, is raising that vibration. You know what I mean? Yes, I watch the news. Yeah, now, I mean, we want to be informed, right? We don't want to be taken off, you know, off guard. But look at history, baby. We're just repeating history. We've done this, you know, but hopefully the collective will come together. And we have a better chance of that. But my mission isn't to wake people up. That's not my mission. Some people, that's their mission. Mine isn't. My mission is to teach you how to deal with spirit and energy, so that way you can become the best person you can be. That's my job. To help you heal and help you deal with your triggers and get you connected to your higher self, so that way you get to a point that you can you don't need a healer. You are your own healer. That's my goal for you. I'm not one of those that want to trap you and you got to keep learning from me. You know? I mean, yes, I will always talk, and maybe I'll teach you something. Maybe you'll teach me something, right? Because we're all students and all teachers. But my goal isn't to kind of get you in this trap of, oh my God, you need me. You're not going to be able to survive without me. It's not what I do. I want to see you rise up. I want to see you be the best person you can be. I can only give you the tools. I can't make you use the tools, right? And some people don't use the tools because they're scared to use the tools. It's different. But you can either be scared and go ahead and move forward, or you can stay stuck. You can just accept it and quit bitching about it. Just accept it. Hey, I don't give a shit enough about my life to change it. Quit playing the game going back and forth. Well, yeah, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it. Are you going to do it or not? It's that time to either kind of get shit or get off the pot type of thing. And I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean it that way. I'm just telling you the truth. We're in a time in history that you need to be that you should be. And you have a perfect opportunity to do that this year. Yes, I know it's chaotic out there, but this is a year of manifestation. This is a year to get what you want. This is the year to rise. So you can sit there and keep doing the same thing you're always doing, and you'll be doing that till, you know, whatever. Where you can really rise up and really start doing something. And that's my goal, is to help people do that. Because there's nothing better in the world to see somebody truly love themselves and their life is better. And they've let go of their past and now they're moving forward. Maybe they become a reader. Maybe they become a psychic. Maybe they, you know, I don't care what they become as long as it is what makes them happy. Some people, oh, I don't want them to do that because then they might be better than me. It ain't about that. Ain't nobody better, ain't nobody worse. Some are fake, some are not. But we all have our niche, right? We all have something to give. And people like that are in their egos. I've really killed a lot of my ego off, and I have my ego in check pretty good. And sometimes he sneaks up, and I have to deal with it. That's life. That's the way you're always, you know, that's the way it always is. All right, let's do a group reading real quick. Hang on, Lisa, we're fixing to do a group reading. I just want you guys to be happy. And the only way we're really going to be happy is to heal and move on. Start creating something. Even if, you know, even if you just stay at home with kids and whatever, you're creating people for the next generation. We all have something. Even if you know, you work, let's say somebody works construction, they're playing a part too. We're all creating. Whether you want to recognize you're creating or not makes no difference. You're creating. You know? Yeah, and that happens. It's just because they're not really your friend. And that's okay. We get surrounded by people that we think are really good for us, and, you know, we realize that they're not. It's part of the process. But it's better to learn that and stop wasting time on them so you can give the time to someone that does give a shit. You know what I mean? Alright. You gotta quit playing games. You gotta get busy. I'm telling you. You gotta quit playing games. Quit playing games with your spirituality and get busy. That's all I mean, I'm just being honest. You get so distracted by all this bullshit, and, you know, then you're going to have to answer to, what did you do with what I gave you? Then you got to come back and do even harder shit because you didn't learn the first time around. If you don't learn now, then you'll come back and it'll just be a different situation. You might be a different person, you might be this, you might be that, but you'll have to learn that lesson. You always have to learn the lesson. You don't get away from the lesson. Even when you die, you don't get away from the lesson. You see it in front of your face, and some people can handle it and move on and do what they should do. Other people go back to earth because they don't want to do it. They can always come back, but they have to deal with what it was. You don't get away from it. So it's better just to deal with that shit now, so that way we can become what we should be. Alright, Grace. First card out of the deck, Grace. This is perfect. Because this is telling you that I'm being really tough, right? I'm saying, yeah, you need to get busy, da da da. But you also need to love on yourself. You also need to, you know, reward yourself. You know, give yourself grace. Give yourself the same grace you'd give someone else. We're so easy to forgive somebody and give them grace, but yet we're holding on guilt and shame for something that happened 20 fucking years ago, and we won't face it, so we'll deal with it till the day we die. It's like a life sentence for a mistake. You know? I know, Amazing Grace started playing it. You know, it's not a life sentence. There's nothing you have done that should be a life sentence. And you've got to learn that. And you've got to give yourself grace. Physical body. Physical body. And that's Gaia. You got to take care of yourself physically. I'm not trying to get on to anybody, you know, about weight or anything like that. But, you know, do what you want, but drink the water that you're supposed to be drinking. Eat some of the fruit and vegetables that you should be. Just incorporate that. Your physical body also needs that meditation, that rest, right? You got to take care of yourself. You know, it hit me the other day. It was like, okay, what if everything, we got on a lockdown. Right now, we got on a lockdown. And they're coming to take our kids. How far could I run in the condition I'm in? So we need to, I'm not not saying that's going to happen, okay? I'm just saying we got to and I know at some certain ages, some things are going to be different, right? But we know, you know, I know, you know, if we're taking care of ourselves, if we're doing what we're supposed to do, if we're eating what we're supposed to be eating, right? You know it, I know it, and, you know, it's time to kind of consider changing some things. Inner calling, I was just talking about that. You're not going to find that spark until you truly get connected with yourself. This is why some people will start one thing and then change their mind, and then they want to do another thing and change their mind. Now, I understand in business you must do that to change things, to keep things interesting. I have to do that in my business, right? I can't just do this. I've got to do some mediumship. I've got to do, you know, some paranormal. I've got to mix it all in. But I'm talking about on a personal level, right? You'll start something and you think that this is like what's really driving you, and then you get there and you get to doing it, and now you don't feel it anymore. Why? Because you didn't get connected with your higher self first. You need to get connected with yourself first. Then your inner calling, you're going to feel it. Quit looking for psychics and people to tell you, you know, what you are. Get connected to your higher self, and your higher self will tell you what you are. I can tell you, but it's really not my job to tell you. It's my job to let you find it out. That's why some things I don't read. Why? Because it's not my job. It doesn't mean I don't know, but my job is to help you grow, and some things you need to find out on your own. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. We're all extraordinary. We all have something different. The world is extraordinary. There's so much beauty in our world. It's not all this doom and doomsday. We are very blessed. It's funny that this song is right here because it's talking about that. We're very blessed to be able to be here in this experience. And then release. Release. It's time to release, my love. It's easy to say, I release what no longer serves me. Okay, well, what does that mean? When you say, I release what no longer serves me, what the hell are you saying? What are you releasing? And what are you doing after you're done with that commitment? After you're done saying, okay, I release anger. Okay, great. Now tell me, what are you doing to release it? Oh, I just called it to the moon, and, you know. No. You put it out there, then you do the work, then you start the energy vortex, and that's how things start to change. That's how things change. They don't just change because of a spell or the moon. I mean, it helps. Don't get me wrong, that stuff helps. You know? I do that with my crafts. I start on one and go to another and another and another. I have 134 crafts for each one. Yeah. Then you need to focus on one and use that as a hypnotic meditation, and then you'll be able to finish it. Guys, there's nothing. Now, I haven't been through everything in the world, and I know that. And I know that some people have worse lives than I have. But I'm telling you, I have survived some horrendous shit. And I'm telling you, you can too. There's nothing in that past that you can't survive. I promise you there's nothing in that past that you cannot survive from, that you cannot deal with and come to completion on. Y'all, if you know my story, I left home when I was 10, right? I had my first car and a couple jobs at 13. I was raped. That's how my virginity got taken. I was beaten. I was hospitalized several times from beatings. I got into the drug scene, saw death. I've seen people shot. I've worked in the bars. I've seen a lot of crazy shit there. I survived, abusive relationships that, and I'm not trying to say that my pain is worse than anybody else's pain. I'm just trying to tell you that you can get over those demons. Those demons they don't have to keep you. I've been run over by a car, I've had bones broken. I went through some stupid shit. But I can talk about it because I've healed from it. And it doesn't have the same emotion. Now there's a couple of things that happen that are so traumatic that I still feel those butterflies in my stomach. But I can still talk about it. That's important to be able to communicate pain. Because that's a form of release. And I'm only sharing this with you guys so you understand that, that's why I have such a drive to help you get there. Because I know it can be done. There was a period of my life, I did drugs when I was younger. There was a period of my life I drank like a fish. I mean, like a fish. And, I had to go backwards. I did not speak of anything that ever happened to me until I was in my 30s. I was still afraid to talk about any of that stuff. The way it was so, I mean, when you're 6 years old, 7 years old, and, you have a gun to your head and somebody's robbing the store and it's your stepfather, I just never talked about it. I never talked about the people they shot and kidnapped, and I didn't talk about any of that. I didn't talk about the, human trafficking stuff that I saw and some things that happened to my family. But I can tell you, I can talk about it now because I've dealt with that stuff. And you've got to go backwards and deal with shit. If you don't go backwards and deal with it, you will never achieve your fullest potential. So release, and let me make sure you understand. I wasn't sharing to say, look how much my pain is. I'm sharing so you'll know that I am somebody that can understand just about every situation. And I now accept that as a blessing to be able to help others instead of, oh my God, look what all happened to me. And I want you to be able to say something of that nature too, and heal what's inside of you so you can be the best person you can be. That is my goal. So, release. Know that you're extraordinary. Okay, your inner calling, you got to get connected to higher self to find out what that is. Okay, physical body. Okay, let's start taking shit seriously. Let's cut down on the caffeine. Let's cut down on the sodas. Let's eat some more water. Let's eat some more greens, some vegetables, some fruits. Let's just incorporate a little bit at a time. And then grace. Give yourself grace. Know that you're not perfect and you mess up. You just get up and say, okay, what did that teach me? And then move on. Love yourself just like just like you love your other people. When they make a mistake, you don't make them suffer for it, do you? You know, if you do, then you need to work on that. But I'm just saying, most of us forgive because we know people mess up. All right? That was deep. That was deep. I didn't know we were going there. Goodness gracious. Nice. We got deep, didn't we? Let me see some comments here. Extremely deep. Yeah. There you go. And see, that's the whole thing. And that's how you change the world. You change it one soul at a time. And then, you know, because we all have different things that have happened that we can help others with. And then what ends up happening is the more that we do that, the more that we also raise our children with self-love and things of that nature that we wasn't raised with. You know, damn good and well, the majority of us were not raised with unconditional self-love. It wasn't a popular thing. It wasn't talked about. And people only do the best they can with what they have. Right? But we have an opportunity to change that. You know? So, anyway, there we go. I will start going live a lot more. Please make sure you like and follow so you'll get notifications when I go live. Come join the VIP. It's only $4.99. Come join over there. It's going to, you know, you get a card every day, and I sit down and I'll sit with Spirit and I'll say, okay, what's a card here? What's a card here? And it's just amazing. And then I'm building a library for you guys. And the second part of the class is going to be recorded this weekend. So I'll be recording that. Just come join us. It's less than a cup of coffee. All that does is prove to me that you're committed. And then I got a group of people that are all wanting the same thing. You know, I have a group of people that say they want the same thing, but then they disappear and they come back and they disappear. And then I have a group over here that's all into everything. But my VIP, they're there to learn and grow and be the best that they can be. So, anyway. Anyway, and then we have a great giveaway monthly. This month we have amethyst earrings, we got a little Buddha thing, got all kinds of things. But anyway, enough of that. Please come join if you're interested. Like I said, it's less than a cup of coffee. Love you guys. Tomorrow I do my work at the church, so I'm not too sure I'll go live. But I will definitely be live Thursday. I'm working out a time, because that's also time for my grandson's practice. And so I'm working out a time frame, so that way we can do game night. I want to do game night. And then Friday, I think that we should go do a little work with the spirit box. What do you think? They were so happy. They were like, Tanya. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And y'all have a blessed night. And I will see you next live. Muchas gracias. Te amo mucho. Muy bien, de sueños.